Hello everyone. Subject is Municipal Wastewater Engineering, 18 CP 55, Model 2, Session 4. Topic is sampling. So generally, wastewater sampling. So generally, we are going to take the sample. What are the precautions to be taken? What are the types of sampling? Then what is the procedure? Then another one is what precautions we have to take for special precautions. So sampling, how we have to handling it and preserve it. So we have to what are the data to be collection, supplementary data, and wastewater sampling design is how we have to design it, and pollutant discharge elimination system. Sampling techniques and what are the sampling techniques and equipment we have to discuss details here. So here generally the safety of the proper safety precaution must be observed when collecting the wastewater sample. Safety means health and environmental management program procedures and health, policy manual, and any site specific health and safety plans for, that is HASF, for guidelines on the safety precautions. These guidelines, however, should only be used to complement the judgment of an experienced professionals. Address the chemicals that pose specific toxicity or safety concerns, and follow any other relevant requirements as appropriate. Precautions. The following precautions should be considered when the collecting wastewater sample. Special care must be taken not to contaminate samples. This includes storing samples in secure locations to preclude the conditions which could alter the properties of the samples. Samples shall be custody sealed during long-term storage or shipment. Collected samples are in the custody of the samples or sample custodian until the samples are relinquished to another party. If samples are transported by the sampler, they will remain under his or her custody or be secured until they are relinquished. Documentations of field sampling is done in a bound logbook. Special precautions for wastewater sampling. A clean pair of new non-powdered disposal gloves will be worn each time a different location is sampled, and the gloves should be done immediately prior to sampling. The gloves should not come in contact with the media being sampled and should be changed any time during sample collection when their cleanliness is compromised. Sample containers for samples suspected of containing high concentration of contaminants shall be stored separately. Then sample collection activities shall proceed progressively from the least suspected contaminated area to the most suspected contaminated area. Samples of waste or highly contaminated media must not be placed in the same ice chest as environmental, that is containing low contaminant levels or contaminated levels. So or backgrounds or control samples. If the possible, one member of the field sampling team should take all the notes and photographs, fill out the tags or etc., while the other members collect the samples. Field investigators must use new, verified, certified, clean disposal or non-disposal equipment, cleaned according to the procedures contained in the operating procedures for field equipment, cleaning and documentation for collection of samples for trace metals or organic compound analysis. Sample handling and preservation requirements. All sample collection and preservation procedures will be comply with the requirements of outline. Wastewater sample will typically be collected either by directly filling the sample container or by using an automatic sampler or the other device. During sample collection, if transferring the sample from a collection device, make sure that the device does not come in contact with the sample containers. Place the samples into appropriate labeled containers. Sample collected over the volatile organic compounds analysis must be not have any head space. All other samples containers must be filled with the allowance for usage. All samples requiring preservation must be preserved as soon as practically possible, ideally immediately at the time of sample collection. The adequacy sample preservation will be checked after the addition of the preservative for all the samples, except for the samples collected for volatile organic compounds analysis. If it is determined that a sample is not adequately preserved, Additional preservatives should be added to achieve the adequate preservation. All sample preserved using a pH adjustment must be checked using pH strip to ensure that they were adequately preserved. This is done by pouring a small volume of sample over the strip. Do not place the strip in the sample. Sample requiring reduced temperature storage should be placed in ice immediately. Supplementary data collections. Along with this, we have to collect the supplementary data. While conducting the wastewater sampling, the following information will also be obtained. Field measurements, pH dissolved oxygen, total residual chlorine, conductivity and temperatures, if applicable. Flows associated with the sample collected: continuous flow with composite samples and instantaneous flow with graph samples. Diagrams and written descriptions of the wastewater treatment systems. Photograph of the pertinent wastewater associated with equipment such as flow measuring device, treatment units, etc. Process control information on the wastewater treatment process, if applicable. Completion of applicable forms required to during specific investigations. All observations, measurements, diagrams, etc. will be entered in bound field logbook. Wastewater sampling design. Wastewater sampling studies focus primarily on the collecting wastewater samples of the influent or effluent. Influent means before raw water. Effluent means after treatment at domestic and non-domestic facilities. Sampling activities are usually conducted for National Pollutant Discharge Elimination System compliances assistance, civil and criminal investigations, and water quality studies. Collection of the wastewater sample is necessary in order to obtain the reliable data that can be supported compliance or enforcement activities. The main consideration of the developing wastewater sampling strategies are type of study, then regulated or targeted pollutants in the wastewater stream to be sampled, selection of the projected sampling locations to satisfy the study objectives, quality control criteria of the parameters to be sampled. Complexity of the sampling program will vary with the number of factors. Some primary factors are the number of sampling stations to be monitored. This will be dependent on NPDES permits requirements and the type of study. Then special handling requirements of the target pollutants. The laboratory conducting the analysis use the contract laboratory may require shipping from the field, etc. Accessibility to sampling stations, process and operation criteria of the source generator, coordination of the participating organization in the study, that is example state assistance with sample collections. Length of time of sampling activities will dictate logistical consideration. Sampling techniques and equipment. The variety of conditions at different sampling locations requires that considerable judgment be exercised regarding the methodology and procedures for the collection of representative samples of the wastewater. Each sampling location warrants attention commensurate with its complexity. There are, however, basic rules and precautions generally applicable to sample collections. Acceptable procedures are generally those outlined in the NPTES Compliance Inspection Manual. Some important consideration for obtaining the representative wastewater samples include: samples should be collected where the wastewater is well mixed. The samples should be collected near the center of the flow channel at the approximately 40 to 60% of the water depth, where the turbulence is at maximum and the possibility of solid setting is minimized. Skimming the water surface or dragging the channel bottom should be avoided. However, the allowance should be made for the fluctuation in water depth due to flow variations. In sampling from the wide conduits, circular sectional sampling should be considered. With rhodoman WT time may be used as an aid in determining the most representative sampling locations. If manual compositing is employed, the individual sample proportion must be thoroughly mixed before pouring the individual aliquots into the composite container. For manual composite sampling, the individual sample aliquots should be preserved at the time of sample collections. Site selection for wastewater sampling. Where applicable, wastewater samples should be collected at the location of specified in the NPDES. In some instances, the sampling location specified in the permit or location chosen by the permittee may not be adequate for the collection of the representative wastewater sample. In such instances, the investigator is not limited by permit specification and may collect samples at more representative locations. When a conflict exists between the permittee and the regulatory agency regarding the most representative sampling location, both the sites should be sampled and the reason for the conflict should be noted in the field notes and inspection or study report. Recommendation and reasons for the change in sampling location should be given to the appropriate permitting authority. So influent wastewater are preferably sampled at the location of highly turbulent flow in order to ensure the good mixing. However, in many instances, the most desirable location is not accessible. Preferably, influent wastewater sampling locations includes the upflow siphon flowing communitor in absence of grid chambers, the upflow distribution box flowing pumping from the main plant wet well, aerated grid chamber, flume throat, pump wet well when the pump is operating, downstream of the preliminary screening when possible influent samples would be collected upstream from the side stream returns. Effluent means after treatment, so there we have to collect the sample. So influent means before treatment, that is the raw wastewater that we are going to collect one sample. That effluent samples would be collected at that site specified in the permit, or if no site is specified in the permit, at the most representative sites should downstream from all the entering wastewater streams prior to discharge into the receiving waters. Discharge into the receiving water means after if treated wastewater will be discharged in the water body. There we have to collect. If the conflict exists between the permittee and the inspector regarding the source being sampled or the location of the most representative site, another sample will be collected, pond or lagoon sampling. Sorry. Generally, composite effluent wastewater samples should be collected from ponds and lagoons. Even if the ponds or lagoons have long retention times, composite sampling is necessary because of the tendency of ponds and lagoons to have flow paths that short circuit, which changes the design or detention time. Now, the last one is sample types. Two types of sampling techniques are used here: grab sampling and composite sampling. Grab sample consists of either a single discrete particles or individual samples collected over the period of time not exceed 15 minutes. Grab samples would be representative of the wastewater conditions at the time of sample collections. The sample's volume depends on the type and number of the analysis to be performed. Composite samples are collected over time either by continuous sampling or by mixing discrete samples. Composite samples are collected over time either by continuous sampling or by mixing discrete samples. A composite sample represents the average wastewater characteristics during the composite period. Various methods for compositing are available and are based on the either time or flow proportioning. So it is a composite sample is based on the time or flow proportioning. So the choice of flow proportional or time composite sampling scheme depends on the permit requirements, then variability of the wastewater flow or concentration of pollutants, equipment availability and sampling locations. The investigator must know each of these criteria before sampling program can be initiated. Generally, a time composite is acceptable. However, in enforcement in cases where strict adherence to permit requirements are necessary, a flow proportional sample is preferably if possible. A time composite sample consists of equal volume of discrete sample aliquots collected at the constant time intervals into one container. A time composite sample can be collected either manually or with an automatic sampler. A flow proportional composite sample can be collected using one of two methods. So one method consists of collecting constant sample volume at varying time interval proportional to the wastewater flow. For the other method, the sample is collected by varying the volume of each individual aliquot proportional to the flow while maintaining a constant time interval between the aliquots. So thank you.